Hello, folks. If you're watching this, that means you're back for part 2 of the raffle saw and the build of the raffle saw. Couple things I want to address / clarify before the video begins. I know a lot of you in the comments you said you couldn't. A lot of you said you weren't going to be able to make it. That's fine. We're not going to hold you accountable for that. This was kind of on short notice, but it's something we've been talking about for quite some time. I know everybody's been wanting Hopper to have a Hopper Fest or get together. We haven't really come up with an exact name. We're just calling it a saw get together right now. But what I was going to say is, a lot of you weren't going to be able to make it. And I know I got a lot of comments from several of you, and you wanted to send money for tickets so you could still be in the raffle. And that's really nice of you, and we really appreciate that. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to accept any outside money or money for tickets. Well, we will take donations if you want to donate to help out with the event, or if you want to donate saws or parts or something or another, then that's fine. Get with me, Brennan, or Bellhopper. But unfortunately, we're not going to take any money for raffle tickets outside of the event. If you want to be eligible to win the saw and be in the raffle, you must come to the event and purchase a ticket in person at the event. Again, you have to purchase a ticket at the event when you show up. Reason being is because we're going to have people showing up, and we want to make it fair for those people. We don't want to make it unfair and have some outsider or somebody who didn't show up win the saw. It's just not fair to them. Plus, we don't really want to ship this saw. We just want to we want to hand it to the person that wins it. We want to do that. We also want to be able to see them run it, and probably, if they're okay with it, film them running the new saw. So those are reasons why. Just wanted to clarify that. I know, sorry for any confusion. Like I say, this is all new. It's something that we've never done before, but if everything goes well, this is probably going to be a repeat thing. So if you don't get to come to this one, be looking out next year for announcements for another event. That could be your opportunity. But anyway, this is part 2 of the Husqvarna 372 xtorq build. We're going to be putting on the muffler and buttoning up some things in this part of the video, as well as running the saw. So definitely stay tuned for that. It's not a whole lot of running, but it was literally just the first clip of me running the saw, first fire up. So you'll definitely see it more. But yeah, those were the announcements I had, and I'll let you go, and hope you enjoy the video. All right, got our muffler halfway assembled. Got our new gasket. We had those in stock, thankfully. Now we're ready for installation. All right, and this is a 5mm that I'm using here on these bolts. These are a 5mm. We got that one started. Let's try to get this one started. Just run them in real good. try to stand off to the side so you guys can see what's going on here.
Tighten your cylinder bolts first, your support bracket second.
Yeah, I like to leave everything kind of loose to start with, so that way everything lines up like it should. Because sometimes if these brackets get bent or offset a little bit, sometimes they won't line up. So I left my muffler bolts kind of loose for right now. Just remember to tighten those and not forget. Make sure I got the right screws here.
Yeah, that's 2 flanges.
Okay. Yep, we got this one. Run it in real quick. I'll start them real quick and then I'll run them both in. And then got that one.
Should be okay.
All right. Gonna cheat and run them in with the tool here. Try to use battery power if we can. Just be careful with the overpowered ones because you can snap these bolts off. This one here.
That's a small.
This is a small one and it's just powerful enough to do this. Back to our 5mm and finish tightening up our cylinder bolts here. Give them a good snug. You can tighten these just a little more than some of the other ones, just still be mindful. These are 5mm, they can take a little bit more. It also helps to run a little Loctite on these, just for safety precaution, just so they don't come loose. I always just run red on these, or you can use the blue, but the red's a little better for this application.
One drop.
One little bitty drop's all it takes for these. But that's the muffler installation here. Now we're ready for pull starter and top cover and air filter. So we're gonna get all that situated and we'll bring you back. All right, got everything situated. Now we're ready to go ahead and get our pull starter assembly installed. Got Brennan working on our flag for us. I always like to make sure those are engaged before I tighten them down. Just gotta wait on our last bolt in the flag assembly here.
Flag.
While we're waiting on that, we'll go ahead and put the top cover on. Get it situated. Make sure our plug wire is in the right spot here. Choke. Make sure that's situated. We're seated. Plug wires in that little crevice there. Go ahead and run these down. These are Phillips head, or I usually just use a flat head on them. Personally like it a little bit better, but you use whatever you want to use. Good and snug. All right, now we're ready for our air filter. It's right here. Let's go ahead and get it on. Go ahead and install that. Just pushes down on there. These little clips clip underneath, just like so. Put our air filter cover on. Clips, just like that. And there you have it. Almost fully assembled now. We have a muffler. We have our top cover, air filter cover, side cover, cylinder, pulls over. Compression release is pushed right now. It sounds like it's got plenty of compression. So I think now we're at a point where we're ready for a test fire. So we're gonna get that set up, get some gas in it, and fire this thing off for the very first time on this chassis. So stay tuned for that. All right, we're back. We got the fuel. We're putting a little fuel in it here, and we're gonna do the first fire up on this chassis after the assemble. Yeah, let's check the oil reservoir, see what's in it. Got anything in it?
It's got some in it.
Okay. All right, we'll get you backed up here, turning a different angle. We'll see how many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll Pop. On, choke is on, compression release. Make sure you can see me good. Gonna go ahead and pre-prime the saw. I like to do this a couple of times just so I don't have to pull it so many times. Keep my sleeves rolled up here, it's a little aggravating. That was a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
There it goes. Smoky because she's got the oil we lubricated everything with on it, but
Castor oil.
yeah, it smells just like old castor oil. But there you have it. There's the rifle saw ready to go. We're gonna bar it up in the next little bit, this little segment here. In the next little segment, you'll see this saw barred up and in some wood. Hopefully you enjoyed that little video, and hopefully I hope to see y'all all at the saw get together. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Hey everybody, we're back again. Got you another little one coming out. This is gonna be the wood test of the rifle saw, the 372 that we built in the previous video or two. This is the first time we've cut wood with this saw. We don't know what to expect. It's only been tuned on the bench. It's not been wood tuned. It's not seen a piece of wood yet. So we don't know what to expect. So we're gonna put this thing in a piece of wood here and see what it'll do. I'm just gonna, it's already pre-warmed up. Started right up in 3 pulls. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in a piece of wood and get it up to operating temperature, and then we'll check the tune on it and go from there. So stay tuned. Alright guys, in a minute you're gonna see this saw starting to warm up, and it's pouring out some smoke. That smoke is just oil residue in the muffler and the cylinder from the assembly lube that we used on the saw. I like to use a lot of times motor oil for assembly oil, and it does put off quite a bit of smoke. So that's what you're seeing here. It eventually does clear out after it warms up and burns all the oil off. You can actually start to see it doing it right now as we speak. So yeah, just wanted to clarify. All right. Now, what you're seeing right now with the saw turned over and everything, and me revving the saw up, I'm doing a little bit of tuning, and I'm checking the high speed jet and the high speed of the chainsaw. And to do that, you have to rev them up wide open for just a few seconds. You don't want to rev them too long because you can over rev them, and you don't want to do that. But yeah, now we're sticking it back in the wood here and trying it out. Just wanted to pop in and let you know what's going on. She's running. Alrighty. So the adjustments that we ended up having to make to it, where we turned out the low screw just a little bit, probably 1/8 of a turn, and then we brought the idle screw down. So we brought the idle down to a reasonable number. Our tack's messed up right now, so we're not able to put no tack on it to get any actual numbers. We got to get a new one of those, but I'm pretty good at tuning them by ear. Been doing it for a while now, so gotten pretty good at it. But as you can see, she's running pretty good, folks. To be something that we put together in, you know, one night and built it out of parts that were a little unfamiliar. You know, we inspected everything looked good, but you know, we didn't ever, it's not like we took a saw that was running apart, you know, that we had ran before and built this saw. This was a saw that we ran on a bench and, you know, put it together in one night, like I say. And you know, here it is the next day. This is the very next day after the video that we built the saw, and here we are with a bar and chain on it, and we're running it. So that's a blessing, and it's good that it's you know, together and running now. This is 2018 cases, this saw is. So it's a relatively newer saw. Whoever gets it is gonna be getting a good saw. She's a little rough around the edges. She's not the prettiest saw, but she'll make someone a really, really good firewood saw or a tree saw, whatever, what have you. Occasional use saw. It's good for all those. Can't go wrong. We may or may not have a bar set up for this saw. I'm not sure. Bars are getting kind of scarce these days. There's a big shortage on everything, so we will try our best to maybe try to put something on it. But if we don't, the new owner may have to find one for it. But there's been talks of bars being available at this event, so even if we don't have a bar for it, maybe you'll be able to find one before you leave the event. So that way, whoever takes this saw home will be able to take it home and run it and cut wood with it immediately. I do suggest whoever gets it, if you're watching this video, I do suggest that you run at least 40 to 1 in it. You can run 50 to 1 if you prefer, or 32, but I prefer 40 to 1. I just like that mix. It seems to make everything run good. It's a little extra oil, a little extra cushion for the bearings and things. This saw is not modified. It's just got the muffler mod, so you know it's not anything like crazy high performance, but it's still better even on the work saws to run a little bit more oil. It's just personal preference in my opinion. Like I say, whoever gets it can run whatever they want in it. You can run 50 to 1 if that's what you prefer. I know that's what Husqvarna calls for, and Steel and everybody else. But yep, that's what I recommend for this saw. We got her together. She's in decent shape. Like I say, she's a little rough around the edges, but she's a solid runner, and I think she's gonna make somebody a great saw. Great saw. Whoever gets it is hopefully they'll be happy with it, and hopefully it'll last them for years to come. This is oak that we're cutting on. It's really dry. It's still got some life to it. It's a little punky on the outside, but it's still solid wood. That's just a stock chain, but it's cutting really well. It's cutting really well. I got a few little things else I want to do to it just to make sure she's in tip-top shape. We're gonna probably run it a little bit more around here while we still got, you know, about a month, because it's on December 11th will be the date of the saw event. It'll be here in this location. I'm gonna provide the address and further details shortly. Probably might put them in the description of both videos, both this one and the first one. So if you don't, and I'm going to give him the bellhopper too, so he'll be able to run them across his channel. And might even give you a little sneak peek of where the event will be set up at, what to look for. So be looking for that video. We're just ironing everything out, folks. This is going to be the very first saw event we've ever had, so there's going to be some flaws and nothing's going to be perfect, you know, the very first time. But bear with us, and we'll try to get everything squared away for you and try to make it as straightforward and clear as possible for everybody that wants to come, so that way they will be able to get here and hopefully find it without too much hassle or struggle. Yeah, so again, we're going to be having a saw event December 11th. Look forward to seeing you out there. There's going to be saw racing and a lot of saw running, probably like a swap meet type deal. There's going to be, you know, parts for saws there, as well as saws to purchase probably. We're gonna have this saw to raffle off, and probably some more, as well as maybe some chains, some square ground chain, maybe a couple new chains. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff, folks. You don't want to miss it. It's gonna be a great time. It really is. Everybody who comes out will probably get a free meal too. We're planning on having food. We're not exactly sure what yet, but something that's easy and, you know, cost effective ultimately. But we're gonna try to make sure everybody that shows up gets food if they want it, and make sure that everybody has a chance to do everything that they want to do, because we don't want you to go home unhappy. We want you to go home happy and wanting to come back again. So yeah, if you see this video, be sure to give it a comment, like, thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to think anything else I need to say while I'm on here. Yeah, so if you watch Bellhopper's channel too, be looking out for that. He's going to post a video on everything, and a lot of Bellhoppers people are going to be here. If you're, you know, part of Bellhoppers and my channel, we appreciate you. You've probably already seen a lot of this, but I told you I'd be doing a video on some details, so that's, here we go, you know. Look, be sure to look down in the description of this video, and we'll probably post another video with a piece of paper and all written down and everything, so you can pause the video and get it all off of there too. And it don't matter how you get the information, as long as you get it though. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. That's the giveaway saw. We're probably going to do some more videos on it maybe, because like I say, we're going to run it a little bit more. But yeah, be sure to look out for future videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Hope y'all have a great day, great week, and we'll catch you again on the next one. Over and out, folks.